Play Argue here in studio at Young Hollywood with the one and only Criss Angel.
Thank you so
Welcome
much for
back.
having me. This is great.
I have to bring up your last interview from the last time you were here because I watched it back. I loved it so much. You were talking a lot about passion and building your brand and then making it into something real life, reality, big. And I loved the message of the interview.
It's about believing in your dreams, believing in yourself. I'm no different than anybody watching this. If you have a dream, you can live your dream like I'm living mine. You just have to work, not listen to negativity, and really be passionate about what you want out of life. And it may not happen when you think, but if you keep after it, it will happen.
So I was wondering, do you have any other intentions or life mottos that you've learned that you'd add to that little package?
Well, yeah, I mean, life is death without change. So, you know, you got to be able to be nimble and be able to change. And, you know, change sometimes comes when it's least expected. I had a son and he was diagnosed with cancer. He's only 2.5 years young, and
he's so sweet.
Yeah, it made me put my life in perspective, and I've been working with kids since 2001, way before I had a son, and you know, that's my whole, I believe, my purpose on this planet. I think that it was my calling, and I was blessed with tremendous success, and I think it's for the greater good of children now, so I want to be a voice for these kids and raise awareness.
So great. Your little one's such a superstar. I've seen Instagrams of him maybe on stage with you once when you guys were twirling around.
Yeah,
he looked like he was just having the time
He's going to be way bigger than his dad, I can tell you that.
Oh,
you know?
That's so great. Well, we'll keep him in our thoughts, that's for sure.
Thank you.
And you have so much going on right now. I feel like you're everywhere. You're returning to A&E.
Back home.
Yep, A&E for Criss Angel Tricked Up. So filming this, now I know you can't give away too much, but do you have any behind the scenes or filming stories that you can share with us for those who are so excited to watch?
Well, one of the mandates that I had for this special was that I wanted to do everything in one take. So it didn't matter if it was shot on an iPhone or if it was shot on a high-end camera, it had to be in one take. And so people didn't really know what to expect from the camera people to the talent to the audience that was watching it. So you'll see real, honest-to-goodness reactions. Just people
Authentic.
just getting bugged out, like this
Yeah.
tripping. And this show is very different because there's never been a television special at Magic like it. I mean, there's no fat, like there's things that I do in 25 seconds. I mean, it's a really fast-paced show. It's a lot of fun. It's for the whole family, and it will keep your attention. And for the skeptics that are watching, if you think I use trick photography or they're paid actors, come and see me do these things live each and every night at the Luxor and Mind Freak Live. See me levitate 40, 50, 60 feet around the stage, pick people up from the stage and fly with them in full light. See me rip
So
people
cool.
in half on the stage like I do on the show. So people have just been freaking out with the illusions that I've been doing in the live show, so I figured these are the ones that I'm going to pick for the TV show because they're tested,
Absolutely.
they're proven, and people go crazy for them.
Well, I've seen little clips on your Instagram and social media, but I'm dying to see it live. So let's talk about the live show.
Sure.
So this, of course, is you're back live, you're at the Luxor. How does Mind Freak Live, how is it advanced and how is it different than your old show, Believe?
Well, Believe, like most of the magic shows that are out there, not to take anything away from them because there's an audience for everyone, but they're like dinosaurs. People are doing what they did 30 years ago. I always wanted to remain relevant with the latest, greatest demonstrations that would keep magic relevant in pop culture. So you will see in my live show over 50 of the craziest demonstrations. It's an emotional roller coaster. You'll laugh, you'll cry, because I talk and I use my art to talk about childhood cancer, and I use my art to move people and to take people kind of on a journey of reality, even though it's an illusion show.
So cool. One question I have for you is, you know, you're talking about the art of magic and the show that goes along with it. How much time do you spend researching and practicing and evolving as an illusionist and as a performer?
You know, I work harder now than I've ever worked. On average, I work 15 to 18 hours a day.
Wow. When do you sleep?
I don't sleep. I slept 2
Yeah.
hours last night. I slept an hour and a half the night before. I don't sleep very much at all because think about it. I do 450 live shows a year. I have the TV project. I have a touring show that I created, and I'm doing.
You have your son.
My son, the charity. So I do a lot of different things. So I don't really sleep very much, but I'm very passionate about what I do.
I love that. Maybe you're touching on it now, but I know you started magic at age 6. That's really young to find your calling. So if you were doing something besides magic, what do you think your career would be?
You know, I used to love martial arts, and you know, Dana White, who's a dear friend of mine, who also contributed very generously to the charity. If I didn't do what I do, I'd probably be some broke fighter. But because I love
you
that.
Can work that into your shows.
It's a well, I do actually.
Yeah.
It's a chess match, and it's fascinating. But you know, honestly, I don't know. I'd probably be doing magic at birthday parties and doing what I love to do. I just work to live my dream, and so I continue to do it harder than ever.
Yeah. Well, and your name is going to be added to the Hollywood Star Walk of Fame this next year. That's incredible.
That really is mind-blowing, because I used to come here trying to succeed, and I remember looking at all those stars.
Yeah.
And to be bestowed that honor as a live performer is just mind-blowing. So
Cool.
I'm a true story of a dream coming to fruition, and it can happen to you if you work hard enough.
I love it. And you also have a wax statue of yourself at Madame Tussauds in Vegas. Have you been to take a selfie with yourself at Madame Tussauds?
I got to be honest with you, when they unveiled it,
Yeah,
I was there,
yeah.
and my mom was with me, and it was amazing. It doesn't look like me now because I chopped my hair off, but the body, I'd like to think, still kind of resembles me, because I work out like a maniac, harder now than ever, because I'm getting older, you know, and I still have to do these crazy demonstrations, you know, like yourself. You have to be physically fit, right?
Well, before we go, speaking of selfies, can I take a selfie with you?
It would be my honor.
All right, let's do it. Selfie time.
Right.
1, 2. Love
How's
it.
that?